Hey there, Sammy. Just getting some stuff set up here.
Yo,
Hey,
what's going on?
yeah, right now I'm just I'm getting some chat pop outs and stuff. Okay, what's going on over here? Uh,
Sent you 2 emails.
I saw one came in just now. I was gonna see what it was.
Yeah, you check it out later. There's songs.
Oh, okay.
You might have a good laugh too.
There, I gave all three of us likes. Hey, nerdy.
You like the initials?
I mean the F Mac.
Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of like going that way.
yeah, I think so.
I was picturing that. You know how you were doing that thing with like the four around.
Yeah,
I thought that would look cool, like in the middle of that,
okay.
like, with like our names in around it.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah,
like
that makes sense.
Finkel, Muck, Ariel, Killen, something like that. Hey, Kiwi. I'm always ready for war. That's why I keep my motor running so I can run away from it real fast.
Wait till you hear the song. You're gonna laugh your ass off. I think that AI remembers, and I can just write some stupidness in there, and it'll put shit in there that kind of describes you.
Should we preview it here? Or?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's probably not
Not
gonna make
yeah,
it.
not for publication. Huh?
No. You may you may take the wording, change it a little bit, and then put it to a different style of music, however you like it. But yeah, it's actually good, but funny at the same time. But
Hello, Rebel.
not quite all. You know, there could probably be a couple of things that could be changed in it.
No, I didn't see that, Ronnie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. Oh yeah, I watched Justin. He's got a good channel. Wow. You ever watched Justin Pullen, Muckster?
Uh, Not that I know of. The name sounds familiar, but it's not that odd of a name. So
Yes, even covered it. I don't remember where Justin is from. I know he's got battles with the cops over there. Takes him forever to get the camera footages, and then they make him pay like ridiculous amounts of money. I think he is from Texas, though.
Mm. Oh, your channel still doesn't come up to link, by the way.
Oh, do I need to go back and let me see?
No, it probably just hasn't gone through yet.
Yeah, it's there, not on the destination, but do I hit reconnect or?
Oh, is it under destinations now? It wasn't whenever
Yeah,
I came in.
hold on, it's not in there. That's killing.
Uh,
Yeah, I saw 4 in there, but it's
oh, yeah,
the
the other
other and Sarge, and then the other thing. Yeah. Let's see. YouTube.
Oh, she has a lawyer already?
Oh, I see. I got to go to YouTube and open up my YouTube live dashboard.
Yeah. Yeah, they just let those cops keep on working until they kill somebody.
It's nothing new. They kill people all the time, and for stupid shit. But
Yeah. That's like civil rights lawyer just had another one where they arrested a guy for no good reason just because he didn't want to talk to them. I have to go to work, and they grab him and throw him in cuffs when he hadn't broken any law. But they were mad because he said something mean on Facebook. I don't get it. All these people, there's all this crap going on out there, and there's still all these people saying, well, if you would just follow what they tell you to do, this wouldn't happen. Oh yeah. Or the deaf guy that they tackled because they ordered him to stop and he kept walking,
Yeah, and
smashed his face into the ground.
they kept tasing him, and
Yeah,
he's over
that's
there.
right.
He can't talk. He's trying to sign to them, and they're giving him a hard time.
I remember there was that one a year or so ago where a lady called complaining about her neighbor um, like beating on her door or something. I forget what she said. And they show up at her place, and she was obviously drunk. So you figure right off they'd say, okay, well, we need to get the other guy, get his story. They go over, they pound on his door and pound on his door. And finally he's like, who is this? It's the police. And he comes to the door. He's obviously been sleeping. And when he opened the door, he had this like club in his hand because he didn't know who the hell was pounding on his door. And they said, well, put that down. He turned around, he put it up on a shelf there behind him. And this was an old guy. I think he was like in his 70s. And they're there talking to him, and he's like saying, look, I don't want to talk to you people and stuff. And they pulled him out of his door and tased him. And he was unconscious on the floor. I forget if I think he ended up dying afterwards because he had a bad heart. But they called for an ambulance, and one cop went and got that club off that shelf and laid it on the floor next to him in the hallway to make it look like he attacked them. Hmm. You know how I said I'd love to do a debate on the auditor anti-auditor thing. This is the perfect example of why you need people with cameras out there because stuff like this would just be shoved away if it wasn't filmed. So, happy Sunday, everybody.
Trying to see where it says stream. I don't know. Content. Let's see.
Yeah, I just went back like to start a second one. You're still not coming up as an option there.
Says,
Um,
go to my YouTube, right? And then it says open your YouTube live dashboard, which I did, and then follow YouTube steps to enable live streaming. But I don't see where it says live streaming. I only have 30 people too. And I picked up 16 the last 28 days, but where would
yeah,
those settings
yeah,
live channel come? Let's see.
like that shouldn't
Live stream.
matter for here.
Okay, yeah.
For this,
Hold
I
on.
mean.
Okay, it's been done here. Gain access to use of yeah. Okay.
Turn down.
I think I got it now.
Well, we'll do what we can to help you out, Nerdy.
Sorry, I'm on a different page. I'm not looking at what's going on, but I'll get it here in a second.
No, that's right. Not many people here right now, but I'm going to add you to the one that I'm doing with Ariel and Killen till we get you up there. Yeah.
I had to verify my phone number with them first, and then I put in a code. Now, do I go back? Okay. Yeah, it's doing something now. It's like a red line going through a gray line. Oh, solid.
So it is 100 now, Nerdy, because I know I had to get 100 when I started, but then people were saying it was down to 50. So did they bring it back up to 100 again? Yeah, I like the idea of everybody having the ability to go live, and even if they never use it, you never can tell what you might come across or whatever. Whether it will help you or another person. I'm wondering. Hmm, hmm,
Ah,
where is that? Yeah, I don't know, nerdy. A lot of times it's hard to figure out what YouTube wants from people. And I think they
yeah,
like it that way.
they do their thing. They don't care.
Okay.
Hey, Nerdy, I subscribed to your channel. I think I did. She's got that deer or something in it picture. Yeah. Thought I had subscribed last time.
It sure seems like sometimes subscriptions just get deleted, you know?
Yeah, they do. Says she's got 28 subs. She said she had 50 or she needed
Huh.
50 or 100. Anyway,
Yeah,
says
she,
she got 28. And I happen to be number 28.
oh, wait. I was just looking at something on the StreamYard to make sure that we didn't have enough room for you, but on the level, like on mine, it says you can stream to 3 destinations. But for what Sarge has, you can multi-stream to 8 different destinations, so there shouldn't be any problem
Yeah.
with adding you in there.
Did you post her channel in the chat?
Yeah, I did. And I have that one that I have you and
Yeah, I
Killing
saw it.
on together, and I've added her name to that one now.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So anytime I put that, all three will go up. So hopefully, because we're not very many people here right now, but hopefully later we get more people and we'll get her some more subs.
Yeah, knitting. My wife does a lot of knitting. Depends on how she feels, but yeah. And she's left-handed, so she does it weird, like backwards.
I like you knitting.
You gonna pick it up, Muckster? There's a lot of guys that do knitting.
Oh no, I'm no good at any kind of working with your hands stuff, any kind of skilled thing like that. Yeah, like I said the other time, I'm not a mitten guy, but I appreciate your designs.
Yeah. Yeah, crochet, knitting, I don't know. Is that all the same, nerdy? She met a lady on the bus and she saw her knitting, and the lady was left-handed, and she got her number and the lady taught her how to do it her way. She wasn't taught by a normal person. She had to be taught by someone left side of the brain working, because they're weirdos.
Like right side, actually.
Right side, left side, whatever. They're all
If you're
weirdos.
left-handed, you work with the right side.
Okay.
And left-handed people are supposed to, as a rule, be more artistic.
Yeah, they are. They're very artistic. They come up with things.
Because I guess that's where the right side of the brain is where that all goes.
Both my sides are screwed, so there you go.
Well, when at first they came out here, and I didn't bother turning my air conditioner on because could feel it was warm, but it wasn't like bothering me.
Yeah.
And I had to do a setup thing on my game. And I thought, oh, if they do that, then I'll go get a drink and stuff, and I'll turn the air conditioner on. So I did that. And now I'm sitting here with the air conditioner on. It just feels too stinking hot.
It's a little too cold down here, and I did turn it up to 75, or probably going to go upstairs and turn it up. But again, I have the central air, so it helps cool down everything a whole lot faster. And it is a bigger unit than a wall unit. And I like it because it's quiet.
Yeah, it's I got ones at the library that I'm sure you've seen them in places where they're like attached to the wall. They're like a long, they're not, but like you got a hose that goes outside.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked about. Is that like what yours is like?
No, I have the unit outside.
Well, yeah, that's what this outside. Then it had the big, cooling unit, but it's just like a pipe went through the wall rather than having an air conditioner hanging out there. And anyway, point is, it was nice and quiet too. You wouldn't even hear them going.
Yeah, like the ones they put in Puerto Rico, they're expensive. They go up in every room on the wall. They go up real high, and they're long and slim. and then the
Yeah.
pipe goes through the wall, and then it just drips out to the outside. This drips inside my house. The blower unit is big, right? And it comes up and it'll blow either hot air or cold air because it's a heat pump. It heats the house also.
Mm.
And then I got a sump pump right there, and it just drops everything in there. And when that gets full, it just pumps it outside. It doesn't go outside. It does it all inside.
That first year we moved over to the one building, it was it was originally a house, but then for a number of years it was American Legion. It was a big old brick place, you know. And we moved in the spring, and summer came along, and it was like this time of year, and it felt real nice in there. People would come in and go, "You have air conditioning?" No, it's just the way this building is. It's kind of
Yeah.
held in the cold from the winter time, you know. A couple weeks later, it was an oven because once the heat all baked out of those bricks, then it became ridiculously hot. And that's when I said, "Yeah, next year we're going to have air conditioning."
Yeah.
I went,
Yeah.
I got some bids and stuff, and went out and got donations, and
Oh,
we got
nice.
it installed.
I can't remember the name of my AC. I know what it is. It's
So should be tossing this out there periodically also. Meanwhile, Nerdy's up there in Alaska. She's probably still
yeah.
going through the snow on her dog sled, and she said, "They're going, what are these guys talking about air conditioning for?"
I just opened my window.
Because you know how that is up there. Snow year round. You all live in those ice cube houses. Is it really just 57? Well, I was just joking around, but I could stand some 57 right now. Or some 70. 70 sounds good. Hey Siri, what's the temperature?
It's about 82 degrees outside.
Yeah. Chance of rain 60%, and it's windy. Doesn't seem windy.
So the one that I got is similar to that, like that.
Yeah, that's kind of like the same unit we had
Yeah.
at the library, or although ours wasn't a heat pump, it was just an air conditioner. But yeah,
Okay.
had a thing like that on the outside, and then a pipe that went through the wall to the units.
Yeah, the pipe goes through the wall, electricity and all that. And then inside there's a big blower, and then it goes up into the ceiling, then it goes through the rafters, whatever. It goes up in every room, in the floor, there's an opening, a vent.
Okay. I remember when the guy came from the company I went with, and when he came in to look to see where we wanted them put in and all that, and we're talking, and he mentioned that I had never really thought about it before that, but he said like in grocery stores, because he said they had a lot of them that they put air conditioning in,
Yeah.
but they don't have any heat. He said all the fluorescent lights put off enough heat that they don't have to have like a furnace even in the wintertime.
Oh. Some refrigerators do give off heat too, from the bottom where the motor is, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one that I have is a American Standard. That's the name of it. That's an old one, but it's always worked. I never had no problems with it. One year it stopped working. I had the guy come and fix it. But it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I think you said it was 70 yesterday, and I had said something like 70 is like perfect weather. Warming up, but not that hot. You know what I mean?
I can go up to just, like around 80 if it's dry.
Yeah,
But
that's the problem.
if it's humid, even 70 feels terrible.
Yeah, the problem is that it's been humid. The heat index over here, the lady said this morning, probably going to get up to 100. I know this week is supposed to get bad and still no rains for a while, so probably not going to have my grass cut. It has grown some, but no big deal. It's still green. I don't want it to turn brown.
Nerdy's bragging about having her windows open. See, this is why people don't like you, Nerdy.
Well, as hot as it was here yesterday, the windows remained open all day, but they got closed today. I should just close that door so I don't feel that cold air. I shut that vent off in the ceiling.
It look like many people that I subscribe to are live. Just the Brits. There's no one
Yeah,
over there.
I was listening to them before you came on. Our buddy's over there. The trackable one.
Oh, hey, MSG. Well, whatever it is, it has to be done. I try not to be too specific because that's what gets me in trouble.
Oh, everything has to be done. Whatever that is. Muchas cosas, poco tiempo.
It's easy for you to say.
Yep. That's what she said. Easy for you to say.
Generally speaking, specific.
There's certain type of lettering they use for radio letters,
No, I think.
just like regular square.
Well, I think various stations would probably try to come up with a unique font.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What type of font? Yeah. Let me go look at the fonts. I'm gonna write radio fonts and then it'll give me something.
Yeah, I doubt if the FCC dictates something like that. You never know.
We're pirates, man. We do what we want. Screw
That's
them.
right. All I know is you got to use a K west of the Mississippi and a W east of the Mississippi. Well, that would be interesting. Put the name in Morse code.
Yeah.
And nobody'd have any idea what it meant.
Oh, there's Morse code lettering. Nah, I don't know. Yeah, they got
Actually,
different ones. Let
I
me
wish
show
I'd
you.
have.
Let me show you the lettering. You look
I
at
wish-
it. You tell me.
I wish I had learned Morse code when I was a Boy Scout. They kept wanting to teach me, and
So this is the lettering here. I think it's too small. I don't really see nothing special.
I'm aware what happened last night. I've been on the phone with the NGO.
You got this one with the little dots. Let me download it. Radioactive granny. Go back.
So what are you up to today, Mr. Retired? Hey, Pats. What happened is yep. Apparently a cop busted her head in. I haven't seen any of the reports or videos. Hey, Joey. And by the way, folks, here's some links of people were trying to get up to the YouTube minimums so they can go live if they want to. But there, if somebody wants to come up. Oh, cool. Thanks, Joey. I feel for you, Pat. I have AC and I'm still sweating.
I'm not. I'm getting ready to put my jacket on here in a minute. Sorry. Muy frío.
Hmm?
Muy frío.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I don't think hardly anybody had air conditioning in their house. It would only be businesses.
Yeah, I
And
never had AC.
Somehow we survived with big old window fans. Hey, Stephanie. Hello, Joey. How you doing?
What's up, Joey?
Oh, figured I'd jump on and say hello. So I kind of haven't looked at a video yet, but it seems like this Carolina person was cop watching and got hit. He got hit by a vehicle or something by the police, or was it like a full-on assault?
Oh, see, now what people said before was that a cop hit her.
Yeah, bashed her head, right?
Oh shit!
I haven't seen any of the videos or anything either.
Yeah, I just seen a couple things. I clicked. I got a notification for this live and opened up my YouTube app, and there were a couple of links to a couple different channels. And I haven't really looked into it further than just the videos and descriptions. So there's not much information I know, but it sounds horrific.
Stephanie says the cop assaulted her.
Oh shit! Good lord, that's horrible. And now, is there video of the incident that I guess could kind of back up, the accusations? Because a lot of times you get frauditors that'll say things, and you look at video, and it's a totally different ordeal, and
Yeah, we haven't seen it, but I'll have to check it out.
Gotcha. Right on. Okay. Well,
We could. Well,
I'm
there's the
gonna.
video. Hey, Ronnie. There's the video that Stephanie recommended.
Okay. It's Fort Worth. That's from.
How do you know if they paid or not, ladies? Hey, ladies. Hey, ladies. Hey, ladies. Hey, Kruger.
Oh.
Before. There's no investigation. There's no nothing.
If you go to the other side of the street, you're going to get arrested. I'm not warning you
What
again.
are you talking about?
Go to the other side of the street right
Why?
now.
Wait, tell me why first. We're doing it.
You're under arrest. You're not.
No, I'm not under it. Okay, you
Stop resisting.
You're under arrest right off.
Now, so that's in Fort Worth.
Yep.
Okay. Now I wonder if they have, like in Indiana, we have a 20 rule that's currently being litigated in federal court.
You were scared of what? You should have all ever asked. What? You want me to answer your question? Yeah. Okay, you probably want to stop talking so I can answer that. I'm asking you, what's up? Okay, what? Repeat your question. Why'd you pull a gun on me? Once again, I'm not going to discuss. When did you tell me to stop? That I was being detained? Mr. Mona, all the details of the investigation will be in your report. You can request it in your discussion. Why didn't you give me a ticket then? Once again, jaywalker scared me. Yeah, you gave me one afterwards, right? Instead of when I asked. Scumbag. Hey, man. Scumbag. You should probably call for backup. You're a fucking pussy. I'm sure you're scared. You should call for backup. Coward. You're just gonna be rude and shut up, bitch. Hey, you pulled up. Shut up. You just said you don't want to answer questions. Shut the fuck up. It's not rude. Pull up. Be quiet. Talking about rude. You put a gun on me, bitch, for jaywalking. Talking about respectful and rude. You need to shut the fuck up.
Okay, this is a separate incident, but this is the same cop people were saying earlier.
Oh,
A
okay.
while back, he pulled a gun on someone just for jaywalking, and he's the one that hit the girl today. But you saw, they said, go to the other side of the street, and she said, can you tell me why first? You're under arrest. What the hell?
I went to the property room. They said y'all never turned one in. So again, where's my body camera? I went to the property room. There's not one y'all turned in. And Cardenas took it off my chest. After you took it off and handed it to her. I'll see you in court.
Out of
Don't
that.
worry about it. Perjury.
Awful.
Remember that shit. Remember what your supervisor said in court. Are you accusing me of a crime, Mr. Mona? Did you accuse me of a crime? I asked you a question. Did you lie on the police report? Because you're going to be put on the Brady list real soon. You know what that means, right? A Brady violation means when you lie on a police report, untruthfulness, when you file a false oath breaker. Yeah, you're saying that you are an oath breaker. Exactly. So that's you broke your oath. Huh? You're saying that I filed a false police report? Yeah. You're accusing me of a crime? But you gonna arrest him for that? You're gonna arrest him for speech now too? You're gonna pull your gun out on him for that? Do you have any factual basis for those allegations? Your body camera. Have you gotten a copy of my body camera footage? Oh, don't worry about it. We are. Don't jaywalk. This guy will pull a gun out on you.
Don't jaywalk over there.
Yeah, so that's basically what video there is of the incident. I see a lawyer getting that dismissed either at an early preliminary hearing. That's awful short of a warning to give someone before you go hands on to arrest them.
Yeah.
And I'm no lawyer. I do not give legal advice, nor does anyone, or should anyone take what I say as legal advice. So, yeah.
Stephanie, I'm leery of playing the uncensored video here. I don't want YouTube going after Sarge for it.
Yeah, if it has blood, if something with blood, we don't want to play nothing with blood in it because we played something about just guns and that got us kicked.
I'll,
They didn't even really show anything, but that one
I
got us
think-
in trouble.
I think we'll check out the lawyer's press conference at 1, see what he has to say about it.
Yeah, that would give a better understanding of obviously the law in that state, what that lawyer's interpretation is of anything. So, yeah, that's what I would gravitate towards.
Yep.
Okay, Pat. Thanks for coming, Joey.
Yeah, man.
We welcome almost anybody as long as it's not somebody like Nerdy coming up here to brag about how nice and cool it is in Alaska right now.
Yeah.
We don't need that kind of negativity.
We don't
Well, I
like
must
those
do that.
trolls. Alaskan trolls are the worst.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, with their stupid little fur coats and seal caps.
Yeah. Oh, I killed a polar bear today.
Yeah,
Polars are from, but we'll just go with it.
I have to go sharpen my knife. It took me 7 stabs.
Yeah.
I don't know why she has to be like that. I never think to look at community page. If I don't get notifications, I don't realize stuff is out there.
Yeah. Yeah, they got everything out there.
Stephanie, that's what I do to my friend in Vegas. You know, like in February, she'll post a picture of her dashboard thermometer saying, 78 degrees or whatever. And I always say to her, yeah, we'll talk again in August. I'll be right back. Keep keep an eye on Nerdy while I'm gone.
I'll try.
You too, Stephanie. Oh my God, Stephanie just said that Vegas Vips is hot. Stephanie, what is wrong with you?
Disgusting. Yuck. I know people out there. They work at the casinos. Yeah, Ronnie, he doesn't check his emails. I sent him stuff and then I got to tell him I sent them. It's the only way he checks it. Yeah, nerdy. Usually everyone stays in during the day, and nighttime's really when Vegas comes alive. Everyone's out and about. That sun goes down. I don't mind the heat of the sun. No, okay, nerdy. Yeah, usually desert people they just wear long clothing, and it actually keeps them cool. But mud's good for your skin. It's cheap therapy for your skin, right? Make it smoother or something. I never really played in the mud that way. Yeah, I mean the even the elephants and other animals roll around in mud. Use that to cool them down, keep that sun off of them. I know the pigs do. The piggies can't sweat. Yeah, it's kind of fun, I guess, too. Well, you always get a swimming pool and cool down. I don't have one of those either. I got a bathtub. Then you go to community pool or you find a little hole somewhere you can swim in. I grew up next to the ocean. I never had that problem. I was walking distance to a beach. Probably wasn't kind of beach anyone else would go to, but it was the one we went to. It was the one we had. Yeah, nerdy. I did that kind of stuff, but we didn't have the camper over the top. It was open. And there was a bunch of kids in the back, and they would leave us back there sometimes, whether it's raining or cold or whatever. Yeah, I guess it would make you sick being trapped in there. Become a little sauna. Different times. You can't do that anymore. Can't ride with anyone in the back. Now, I used to ride in the back of the station wagon all the time. I remember they had that third row seat that faced the cars, and you would sit there and make faces and gestures to people as they drove. Probably not the safest place to put your kid either, in case you get rear-ended, but it was cool. I think Muck said that that the they're gonna have that thing at 1 o'clock. The whatever it's called, where they talk about what happened. The update. Okay. So what's everybody doing on this Sunday? Anybody got something good going on, or I do have to go out later. Yeah.
I'm looking for that lawyer right now. What did people say his name was or whatever?
I don't know. No idea.
Let's try something this way. Texas 2A attorney. There you go. He has almost 300 people waiting for him right now.
Yeah.
Of course, the thing to keep in mind is this is going to be one side of the thing, but one thing with the lawyers is they're more careful about just throwing out accusations that can't be backed up. What does it say? It says, well, of course, is that going to be 1 o'clock their time? Oh, no, it always shows whatever your local time is. What is going on? Oh, you go check that email.
Oh, now you're gonna check it.
Well, the one, who was it? Was it Ronnie that was sending me emails?
Yeah, with Ronnie. Yeah.
There it is right there. I really am not wild about this Outlook Live email, but when I set that up, I wanted it to be something separate from,
Yeah, yours.
yeah, instead of just setting up another Gmail and being confused about which one I'm doing. This tends to send an awful lot of stuff to junk mail that shouldn't go to junk mail.
Yeah. Should we have rainbow colors? I don't know. Just maybe on Muck's side.
There you go. Okay, I do believe he's running late, but then again, he's a lawyer.
Yeah. They'll do that.
One said the cop was telling her to stop resisting when she. Yeah, you know what? I've seen that so often on videos. They keep saying stop resisting, stop resisting. They do that for the sake of the body cams.
Right. They all say that.
Yep. So that later, whenever they're being reviewed and that, it's like, well, they were resisting. Yes, Your Honor, I was scared to death of this 100-pound woman.
Yeah, we can't really see the resistance, but yeah. And your natural thing to do is pull away, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they go
Yeah.
to grab you, gonna pull your arm. That doesn't mean you're,
Yep.
whatever.
Hey, we're waiting there, Mr. Grisham.
I'm waiting for you.
So he's got 315 people there waiting. And how many more do you figure are like us where we're streaming and there's other people watching it there? So, yeah, I think there's a lot of people interested in this. It's Crispy, Biscuits and Groovy, Joe Cool, Broken System, Broken Trust. Just looking for the names that I recognize. Cliff Williams, Direct D. Should there be? Hmm. Hey, don't blame me, Ronnie. Blame this lawyer.
What's Finkel's favorite color?
Me. I
Yeah,
mean, that would be his answer. It'd be me.
Oh,
What's Finkel's favorite? Me. No, I'm asking your color. Oh,
me. Yeah, I think me is right.
uh, maybe pink.
Yeah, I don't know if pink suits him.
Uh, I'm hitting refresh over there because I remember one other time I was sitting waiting for somebody to get started. And I'm sitting there and then it's like, come on, it's 15 after or whatever. And then I see people, I can see in chat that they're replying to something. Here, the live had started and mine just didn't start automatically. Waiting for Texas 2A attorney. Yes, we know. Yeah. The station isn't answering the phone.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I bet they're being
Probably.
flooded.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of those like good bad things. I think it's great if people call up and express their displeasure, but um, someone just um, you know, it's so good if they just call and start swearing and stuff like that. You know, it doesn't help the cause. Yeah, it'd be nice if more police departments would be like that one that we watched on Civil Rights Lawyer the other day, where that very night they reviewed the cops' body cam, and two sergeants looked at it and said, "This doesn't look good." And they took it to their supervisor, and he said, "Fire him right now." I was just kidding, Ronnie. I knew you weren't blaming me.
I don't know about that, man.
Don't make me vain.
I said Muckster never kids.
No. I'm about to come on trying to figure out how to get this thing live on my laptop, even though I set it up on my phone.
They want to get onto the StreamYard with us. Is that what it is?
No, it's Texas 2A. Just put that in his chat. Yeah, see, you should have consulted with me first. Okay, I'm going to have to create a new live video because it's expecting me on my cell phone going live in about 2 minutes. Lady just posted a phone call between them and a sergeant at CFW is awake and going to be okay. Okay, that's good. Holy crap. This chat over here just went nuts.
Oh, in the channel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the channel.
can't even follow it anymore. Okay, I'm going to have to start billing this guy. Lasting neurological trauma doesn't always show up on the first day. Yeah. Oh, he's doing it in a different place now? Okay, good.
Okay, hey everybody, thank you for tuning in, and I'm just going to jump right into this. Give you what I do know. I will tell you just up front, for those of you just looking for the bare facts. The bare facts are that Carolina is alive. Okay, to the best of my knowledge, I don't have any specific information, but based on all my conversations with everybody that I've been speaking with, she is alive. And if she were not, I would have been able to find her in the coroner's database, and she's not there. So that's the good news. Here's what I know. I've been on the phone most of the morning trying to find out what's been going on with Carolina and specifically her health, because that's what I really care about. I'm not worried about the charges. We'll deal with those later. What I'm worried about, and I'm sure what you're worried about, is what's going on with Carolina's health. How is she feeling, et cetera, et cetera. And that's what I'm going to hope to try and give you. I'm not going to be able to get into, if I have any, specifics about her cases or anything, because I haven't been able to speak with her. Now, I know that she's given me wide latitude before, and I know that our general agreement has been that I can talk about whatever I want. But since we have essentially what's likely going to be a new case, I don't want to go into anything that might be attorney-client protected. So just for a wrap up, for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, because maybe you follow my channel, but you don't follow a lot of the First Amendment auditors, last night, Carolina in Fort Worth, you can go to her YouTube channel here, just type in Carolina in Fort Worth, watch her last live. She's actually got 2 of them. So if you want to see kind of what led up to the 7-minute video that led to what we're doing today, you can watch that. But essentially what happened was Carolina was filming what looks like just officers in the entertainment district on 7th Street in Fort Worth were towing vehicles. And Carolina saw all the police officers there, went to go film, which is her right. It's important to note that based on the video, none of the officers had any of their lights or sirens going. They were just kind of milling around. There was no scene. There were no suspects being interviewed. It was essentially, it looked like just a revenue-raising operation to get vehicles towed. That's what it looks like. Obviously, I don't have any specific information there. And so Carolina was filming that. And at one point, she's trying to get some information from some of the female officers who are obviously not engaged in an investigation. And as she's doing that, the thug Fort Worth police officer, Officer Kruger, decided that he was going to do what he does best, which is assault in an aggravated manner Miss Carolina. And as she went down, you can hear in the background, first of all, you can hear her when she hits the ground. And now Carolina, if you haven't met her, she's a very frail, kind of small person. And she's also an older person. I don't mean like 80 or anything like that, but she's not young and spry. Let's just put it that way. And you hear one of the other officers saying she's bleeding. Now, I had somebody go to the scene this morning and to the hospital. So here's what I'll tell you. She is in the hospital, okay? I have been able to confirm that she is in the hospital, but the reason that nobody can find her is because she's in police custody, and they generally do not put her on the rolls for people to find when you're in police custody. That's the good news. The good news is that she's in police custody, not a coroner's custody. And that's how I know that I can say that she's alive. But I can also say that I believe it's serious because a lot of you may remember what happened to me in 2018 when I got tased and I got my head cracked on the concrete. I went to the hospital. They had to do stitches. I was there for maybe 2 hours or so to get the stitches. Once I got the stitches in, they immediately took me to the jail. So obviously the fact that I had blood on the ground and I had blood on my clothing and I was bleeding all over the police car, they took me to jail right away. So the fact that I was bleeding, it obviously they didn't think it was that serious. So they took me to jail. So here I am in the disgusting Bexar County jail with this open wound in my head that's just been kind of sewn shut. And the fact that she is still in the hospital leads me to believe this is much more serious. As a combat lifesaver in the military and someone who has dealt with head wounds and who has literally, let's just say dealt with head wounds. I'm not going to get specific in combat. I'm a little concerned because not only did the officers remark about the blood on the scene or the blood coming from her head, if you listen, you hear what sounds like a snoring, but it's not a normal breathing snoring. It's what I would consider a brain injury type of gasping for air. And it's the brain trying to essentially stay alive and keep all the functions moving after a very traumatic event to the brain. That's what bothers me about that, because I've only ever heard what I heard on that video in a combat situation where a soldier, or even an Iraqi in this case, with my experience, was shot in the head. And so she was obviously knocked out, most likely unconscious. And I don't know what the extent of the brain injury is, but at the very least, she's going to have a TBI. What happened to me at Olmos Park, it's kind of ironic, or at least coincidental in a way, that I'm dealing with this weekend. I've been dealing with vertigo and migraines, and today a migraine that still I deal with from the Olmos Park thing in 2018, and also from the explosions in Iraq. So I understand traumatic brain injuries, and I understand mild traumatic brain injuries, which is what I've got as an MTBI. That's what concerns me. So I want you to know that she is not at the jail. I have been able to confirm that. She's not at the county or the Fort Worth PD jail. I do know that there's a lot of panic going on within Fort Worth Police Department, because the people I have been able to get a hold of at the police department are very well aware, without even having to look anything up. When I mentioned who I am and who my client is, they immediately give me what they know, and they're like, yeah, my sergeant will be here shortly, as if they kind of know that, or they've already been told that, hey, this is going to be a big issue. We're probably going to get a whole lot of phone calls. That's what I know, okay? I do know that she's alive. I do know that it's probably serious, the fact that she's still in the hospital. Either that, or they're just trying to monitor her to make sure that it's not more serious. But there's no way for me at this point, or anyone else, to get a hold of her, because she's in police custody. And the police aren't speaking. They're not talking. I've left messages with several senior officers that I have personal contact information for in Fort Worth Police Department. Now, that said, that's the update on Carolina. And I know it's not a lot. I know it's not, you probably thought, oh, CJ's got all this information. Like I said, everything that I have is based off of my experience and what has been told to me, which is very little. I've probably gotten a little bit more information than any of you who have been calling around and trying to figure things out, just because I'm her attorney. But like I said, I'm using my experience to kind of figure out everything that's going on and what I think the issue is here. So I do think, I do have reason to believe that she's not dead, thankfully. Okay, please, if this is something that you do, please keep her in your prayers. I don't know how you do it, whatever you do, whatever you pray to, or if you have thoughts, go ahead and give those to her. Now, let me get to some of the other legal issues here, and where, don't worry, this is going to be aggressively defended, and it's going to be aggressively attacked. What you saw in that video, and this is what I'm going to talk about, what you saw in that video of Carolina and Fort Worth was her approaching two female officers trying to ask questions. The police officers ignored her until Officer Freddy Krueger got involved. I call him Freddy Krueger because he's about as violent and sadistic as the actual fake murderer in the movies, Nightmare on Elm Street, for those of you young pups out there. I have had issues with Freddy Krueger, Officer Krueger, on other cases that I've dealt with clients. And what I can tell you is that this man is a sadistic, violent, and dangerous individual who is hiding behind a shield and is hiding behind the fact that his personnel records are being hidden. It is public record. And I can talk about this because these are motions that have been filed in other cases. And I won't say what cases. I'm just going to talk about what's in the public record. And because these have to do with my clients, I'm not going to be specific. And that's just something, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to go and look after. But it deals with charges by Freddy Krueger. And the fact that we have tried to get his personnel records, and not only me as the defense attorney, but the prosecutors have tried to get and filed motions to have Freddy Krueger's, Officer Krueger's personnel records from his previous departments sent to him based on claims that I've made and about the fact that this guy is dangerous to society. He's dangerous to citizens. He's dangerous to the rule of law. He should not have a gun. He should not have a badge. The guy should have absolutely nothing but a cage and a striped suit on. And even when the prosecutors have tried to get these personnel records from previous police departments because he's screwed up before, he's got a history of violence, a history of excessive force, and the police departments have filed motions to keep the prosecutors from learning his history. You know it's bad when they're trying to keep the prosecutors from knowing what his history is. Now, the good news is that because these police departments are protecting Freddy Krueger, the charges against my client have been dismissed because you have to assume that what I'm saying is accurate. Because I guarantee you, if Freddy Krueger did not have a history, then they would easily remove or release these records and provide them to, at the very least, the prosecutor. So the prosecutor can go, hey, well, I ain't dropping these cases. Yeah, this guy's got a crystal clear record. He's an upstanding, wonderful officer. But the fact that the city is fighting the prosecutor and the cities, the officers, the police departments, not the city, the police department, the fact that the police departments and the prosecutors have to work together to convict people. They need each other. The police can't prosecute without a prosecutor, and the prosecutor can't prosecute without police officers as witnesses. And so that shows a problem. Sorry, my other phone's ringing. That shows a problem here. And so we're going to go after not only this officer, and I've already contacted the district attorney about this case. I've already offered to write up the criminal complaint against Freddy Krueger and asked him if he would file it if I wrote up the complaint. And if not, I'm going to do what I can to present the complaint myself to a grand jury without the prosecutors, because this guy's got to go away. He's got to become a thing of nightmares, and instead of being the nightmare on the street, he's got to be something that people only dream about because he's in jail. And that's what needs to happen. This guy needs to not just be dispatched, lose his license, but he needs to be locked behind a cage. If you are trying to call me, please stop. I'm obviously live. And actually, who is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's one of the auditors. So just stop calling me. There's only one that I need to talk to because I've put him on assignment. Where was I? Yeah, so not only am I going to aggressively defend whatever charge they're going to come up with, because I can't even see an interference charge. The guy's walking up to a police officer. There are obviously other people in that parking lot. There's no investigation. There's no she's not getting between people. She's not keeping the tow truck driver from moving or anything. And by the way, Freddy Krueger decides that he's got to inject himself. Now, it also makes me wonder if this guy's a misogynist, because you've got two female police officers there that Carolina's talking to. And what, Freddy Krueger thinks he's got to get himself involved, that the police officers can't handle themselves against an older lady citizen. So, the fact that he even got himself involved shows that this guy is always looking for a fight. He is looking for a reason to and thank you for that. If there was a donation, if you do send a donation, I am going to use that to give to Carolina. What I'll do is I'll just probably put it on her commissary until we get her out. if there's a bond. What I'm going to try and do on the bond, I've contacted the jail and asked to speak with the magistrate. I'm going to try and do an attorney bond. My estimate is that they're likely going to charge her with interference. Hell, they might even try and charge her with felony assault on a peace officer because they assaulted her and they need to cover this up. So they might find some way to charge her with felony assault of a peace officer. I would not be surprised. But based on what I saw, it looks like they're probably going to try and get her for interference. And that will be between a $1,000 and $5,000 bond, which will be between a $100 and $500. But I would recommend, if anybody's out there collecting money for a bond, let's do a cash bond. Try to raise the full amount so that we're not paying a bondsman that money that no one's ever going to get back. And then once we get this case dismissed, that money comes back to her and she can use it to recover. I don't know what any charges are right now because she hasn't been admitted or processed into the jail. She hasn't been processed in the jail, which means she hasn't been magistrated, which means nobody knows what the charges are. I'm assuming the charges are going to be interference, and I would not be surprised if Freddy Krueger of the Fort Worth Police Department also tries to invent some fake, bogus felony assault on a peace officer charge. And if that's the case, you're looking at probably another $15,000 to $20,000 bond. And of course, in that case, I would say pay a bondsman because trying to raise that kind of money is very difficult. Just know that I have asked for charges to be filed against Mr. Krueger, not Mr. I'm sorry, I'm not even going to call him Mr. Against Freddy Krueger, that's what I call him, for official oppression, for misuse of a government office, for aggravated assault and causing bodily injury. And there was one more that I was going to do, that menacing. So those are the updates right now. If you do, and I'm asking, hopefully someone else can collect money, because I try to separate, now that I'm an attorney, I try to separate and not necessarily collect money on behalf of clients, because it even though I have had to deal with the Board of Law Examiners, who is completely out of control and trying to keep me from being fully licensed. And one of the things that they brought up was the fact that I helped another client collect money. Even though I proved that all the money went straight to that client, it doesn't matter. They were bringing up all kinds. So, but if you don't trust anyone else and you want to send anything that you send for Carolina, please in the subject line put CFW. But I'll also tell you, any money I get from now until I get Carolina out, if it's donated to any of my apps, then I will just automatically apply that to her case, or not to her case, to her bond. Okay. Everything that I get is going to go to her bond, whether it's from you guys or whether it's from just a friend somewhere, is going to go to her bond. I think I saw Melissa say something here. You want them to cash? Yeah, if you want to cash app Melissa Stedman, and she can collect the money, I do trust her to be able to do that as well. And we keep in close contact. She's one of the people that contacted me today about this. About what's going on with her. I would just ask that you don't give me money, but if you don't trust anyone else, I will accept it, and it will go straight to her bond and or commissary if she's in there for any length of time. Now, to kind of wrap this up, Carolina is, and let me tell you this as well. Actually, let me not tell you this because it's not finalized. And yeah, I won't tell you that. But there will be a civil case out of this. I can tell you that right now. Oh, here's what I wanted to say. This is what I'm going to ask you guys, okay? Because it's just not helping at this moment. I want you to know, and I hope you believe me when I say I am actively involved in this case and getting justice. I would ask that you not contact the jail because the more people that contact the jail, that takes them away from processing if she eventually gets there. And if it takes them away from processing, it might keep her in there longer. Additionally, it might piss them off where they sort of retaliate against her and make her stay in there as long as possible, past when they should have kept her in there. So please don't contact the jail. If you really want to make a difference, I would also say don't contact the police department at this point, okay? Because they support each other. But if you really, really want to make a difference, you need to go to the next Fort Worth City Council meeting. And what we need are probably hundreds of people to show up at the Fort Worth City Council meeting, the next one that they have. And I probably should have looked this up before. Chris, can you look up when the next Fort Worth City Council meeting is for me? But people need to show up and demand accountability for what happened. And demand that this Officer Kruger get fired. Because this guy is a liability to the city. This guy is a liability to the public. And this guy is a liability, believe it or not, there are some good cops in Fort Worth PD because I have them in my cell phone and we talk a lot. And it's them that have helped me get some of these cases dismissed by providing me with information, okay? So the 25th in 2 days? Oh, the 25th? Yeah. Okay, so it looks like there's one on the 25th. A city council meeting on the 25th.
You can look at the city hall schedule and find that too.
Yeah, go to the city hall schedule, find that out. But it looks like there's one this week coming up, so Tuesday. And if you can be there, be there. And why does he retain his license? That's a great idea. That's a great question. But I'm going to ensure and do everything I possibly can to make sure he does not. I'm going to make sure he does not. I will do everything I can to get that man's badge removed, and not just his badge, but get his license revoked where he can never go to another police department anywhere, where they can't pass him around the way they've been doing amongst police departments, that when he does something on in another police department, he just gets shuffled to the next one. And now he becomes a problem and tries to murder a citizen because she has the audacity to ask a couple of female cops a question. Just know, if you're not aware, I am a bulldog when it comes to this kind of stuff. And I will not, I'm actually more like a pit bull. Once I've chomped down on something, you're going to have to kill me to get me to loosen that jaw grip. Of course, that's something that we fear anyway, the fact that I've been going after so many cops that there's a definite worry about my safety. But don't worry, I carry. All right, Carolina's alive. I believe personally that she's probably in serious, one of two things. She's either in a serious condition, or they're just monitoring her because she did have a head injury, and they want to make sure that before they release her from the hospital, that she doesn't have any brain swelling, that she doesn't start bleeding from the ears, that there's not any permanent damage. So one of those two things is likely. That it's either she's in very serious condition, or they're just monitoring her at this point because of the severity of the head injury and the fact that she was bleeding, to make sure that if they send her to the jail, she doesn't start having internal bleeding and swelling and all that kind of stuff. I will stay on this all day. I do have other work I'm doing throughout the day, but I've got several phone calls out. I've got several emails out to everyone from district attorneys to police chiefs and senior supervisors, as well as the jail itself. I have someone at the jail that's going to let me know if she does arrive. So I'll know the minute that she gets taken to the jail, and I will update. I'll probably just do like a 5-second, or maybe just do a community. So make sure you're following this channel. I'll probably just do a community update instead of a video, just post a post saying that she's in the jail, and then we're working on getting her out. But at the very least, please pray for her if that's something that you do. If you don't pray, but you chakra magic, whatever good vibes you can send to Carolina, because I'm incredibly worried about what happened, listening to what I listened to, hearing what I heard as a combat veteran in actual combat, dealing with combat injuries and head injuries specifically. I'm incredibly worried that they did some serious damage to her. I don't know if she's in a coma. I don't know if she's lucid. The reason that you're not finding anything, I'm telling you, she is at the hospital. I can confirm she is at the hospital. But the reason that everyone's telling you she's not there is because she's in police custody and they're not updating the records to show, because they make them confidential when somebody's in custody, because what they don't want is what should be happening, which is militias going in and arresting the real criminals here, which is Freddy Krueger. And so that's why they don't release that kind of information. So please don't overwhelm the hospital. She's there. She's getting care, and you can't visit her anyway. You can't visit a suspect who is in custody, but at the hospital getting treatment prior to being transferred to the jail. So there's no sense in going to the hospital. I've already sent people to the hospital to gather what information I could. I've already gotten that information back. There are plenty of people that are helping to gather all the information, because I'm about 3 hours away. And it's just not going to help anything for you to go to the hospital, for you to call the hospital, for you to go to the jail, for you to call the jail. I'm asking everybody, if you truly want to make a difference and you can do it, show up at the city council meetings, every single one of them, until Freddy Krueger is fired, until his license is revoked, and until he is charged with criminal acts and thrown in the very same cage that he keeps throwing innocent people into. All right, guys. Roger Holloway, what happened to her? She was thrown on the ground by an officer because she was asking questions and hit her head on the concrete. And we don't know what's happening to her, but I believe that she was knocked unconscious based on the labored breathing that I heard. And it wasn't labored breathing. It was more of a gasp. If you've ever heard someone dying, taking their last breaths, that's what it sounded like. And that's why I was so worried. But she's alive, okay? But that just tells me it was serious from what I heard. And that was Carolina and Fort Worth. That's what happened. I'm going to quickly go see. I thought she got a divorce. I don't know. I do think she's married, though. I just don't know who she's married to. Let's see. Just making sure I didn't have any. Where were the good cops? Yeah, they don't. I don't think they're not on the streets of Fort Worth. That's for sure. CJ, her daughter is in chat looking for you to contact her. If you're the daughter, who's her daughter?
This person right here. They've been messaging.
Oh, Romero, I emailed you our phone number. Please call her daughter. Okay, I will do that. Hopefully you email it to CJ at cjgrisham.com. I emailed you our phone number. Okay, I will do that. I will do that as soon as I get off this video. The light guy, thank you for the $10. That
I don't think we're going to get any more useful information out of him talking to chat.
Yep.
Now I'm coming in ignorant. I don't know who he is or who this Carolina auditor is.
I think I got the incident queued up here. We saw part of it earlier. It's you'll be surprised at how quickly it goes.
Okay.
Failure to pay or send to the time, maybe not. Okay, so how do they know if they paid or not? That's what I want to know. How do they know if they paid or not? How do you know if they paid or not? How do you guys know if they paid or not? Oh, they're going to ignore me too. Help, rape, fire, 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 fire. That's great community relations too. How do you know if they paid or not, ladies? Hey, ladies, hey, ladies, hey, ladies. Hey, Krueger. No, I'm not going to before. There's no nothing.
You can go to the other side of the street. You're going to get arrested. I'm not warning you again.
What are you talking about?
Go to the other side of the street right
Why?
now.
Wait, tell me why first.
You're under arrest. You're not.
No, I'm not under it. Okay.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
She's bleeding.
And what you didn't hear earlier, Sarge, is this is the same cop that a little while ago pulled a gun on a guy for jaywalking.
Yep.
Was that gurgling noise we heard her?
That was her,
her getting knocked out. I've seen that done before. People get knocked out and they start breathing that way.
Okay.
But they said she is awake in the hospital now.
Okay.
Yeah. But why do I have to cross the street? You're under arrest. Toss her to the ground. Apparently she's, a very dangerous 100-pound older lady. He just kept saying older. I don't know if he means like 50s or what. Hello, K-Dev.
If she knows them, I don't know if she read his name or if she knows him by name, then they know her. It's not like they don't know her, you know. So
I'm getting a vibe that they know her better than the guy we just saw.
Well, that's her lawyer, but yeah.
I'm sorry?
That was her lawyer.
Is he your lawyer or is he an ambulance chaser inserting himself? It
No.
sounded like he was using secondhand information. I'm sorry?
I believe he's her lawyer.
Yeah, I think he's represented her before.
Yeah, okay. Because it seemed like he was getting information on her from the chat. He didn't know if she was married, didn't know if she was divorced, didn't know if she was conscious, didn't know if she was unconscious.
He said that she was getting divorced, but he didn't know if she was still married or not. And then her daughter came in, but he doesn't know her daughter. So
yeah, if he's actively her lawyer and she's in custodial treatment, he has every right to be in the hospital checking in on his client, which kind of makes me question, is he really her lawyer or is he an ambulance chaser hoping to, I don't know. I'm not saying one way or the other.
Look at the screen.
No, he's handling her in other cases. Okay. I don't know. Okay. All right.
And the link is pinned if anybody wants to come up.
Yeah. The excessive force was disturbing. But I didn't understand her walking up behind those other officers saying, fire, fire, fire. I'm like,
being sarcastic because they didn't want to answer her. She was asking them questions.
They don't have to answer her questions. She was haranguing them for answers when, they're wow. I can see two sides of this issue. Definitely excessive force. No doubt about the excessive force part. But I guess I haven't been out there with a camera myself. One of the issues I have with some of the auditors is they seem to push too hard. I don't see the point in walking up behind police officers and kind of heckling and haranguing.
But when you're asking them a question, they walk away. You don't have much of a choice except to walk behind them.
Actually, if they're not set up for an interview, if you're asking their question, they have every right to walk away. They don't have to answer questions.
They could also say we're not allowed to talk to the press. They don't have to just pretend they don't even see her there. She's a citizen. She has a right to ask a question. All she asked was, how do you know whether or not they paid to park?
Right.
It wasn't no murder investigation. Those two fucking cops weren't doing anything. It's not like, they said, hey, we're busy here doing something. No, they're just standing there and they wanted to ignore her and then of course, Mr. Big Man came over and had to exert his ego.
Yeah, he was definitely out of line and excessive force. But I still opine that they were under no requirement to answer any questions.
And she was under no requirement to not ask questions.
Yeah, but she's asking and following and haranguing them, saying silly things.
Because they would not respond to her. If they had said, we cannot talk to you right now, we're busy, and she kept at it, that might be different. But they were just ignoring her, being pricks.
I'm sorry. If someone walked up behind me and say, why do you use Teams for your job? Fire, fire, fire. Hey, why are you walking away? Hey, why do you use Teams for your job? I would fucking ignore them.
Are you
see
a
what
cop?
I'm saying?
Are
I'm
you
sorry.
are you a public servant?
Okay.
They are supposed to be a public servant.
Public
And
servants.
she
you
and
can
she wasn't
inquire
being
public
she
servants
wasn't
by
being
going through-
rude.
You can inquire questions of public service by going through the public affairs office, not while they're on the street doing their job.
They weren't
I mean,
doing
they
shit. They weren't doing shit. There was a couple of women standing around talking.
It's fine. I'm sorry. I just don't think they have to answer her. And if they walk away, there's no need for her to follow them.
I believe a public servant should respond in some way when they're not busy with other things. They could always respond with, "We don't have time to talk to you," or "You will have to talk to our supervisor," or whatever, instead of just walking away like she didn't exist.
Well, I don't think they were real busy out there myself, but
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm sorry. I think we kind of disagree here a little bit, and that's okay. We can each have our opinions, but I believe if they were sitting around eating donuts and drinking coffee, they have every right to ignore her. Unless she's asking for a law to be enforced.
are they on the clock?
Don't know. Are they?
Yeah, I don't think they go off the clock for their donuts.
Whether it's the donuts or they're walking past a paid parking area. By the way, those paid parking
They were-
areas confuse me too.
They were
Yeah.
obviously on the clock there.
I don't know. I saw two officers walking down a road next to a parking area. I don't. They were
Yeah.
going back to the
Well,
donut shop.
they were doing some, because there were other cops around. They were out there ticketing cars in that area, and that's why she was asking them. The sign said, no parking unless you've paid or whatever. And so she was asking them, how do you know if they've paid? Simple question. She wasn't rude.
Mhm.
Anyway, the link's out there if anybody else wants to come up and tell one of us we're wrong.
maybe both of y'all are wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I would like to see that aggressive officer. What do you call him, Freddy Krueger? I would like to see him held accountable for so quick to using such levels of physical force.
Yeah, his real name is Kruger.
His real name is Kruger.
Yeah, the lawyer then was calling him Freddie because his real name is John or Robert or something, but his name actually is Kruger, so he was calling him Freddie Kruger.
Yeah, and it's just opinion. I'm not going to die on this ridge, but if that lawyer we just saw is her lawyer, rather than being on YouTube ranting about it, he should be at the hospital trying to get information. In my opinion.
Well,
I
like
could be wrong.
Stephanie mentioned, though, he's her lawyer on other cases, but does that mean he's necessarily representing her right now until she, hires him on for this case? I don't know how that works.
That's a good point. I'm not sure either. If he represents her in any case, he is currently retained as her lawyer.
Yeah, I would think so.
I guess that could play either way. I'm not sure.
And it's also Texas.
Texas, the state where their flag reveals their Google Maps rating. 1 star.
Lucy, are you still here?
Lucy. I don't see Lucy. Yeah, no, I don't see Lucy.
Well, she said there. I'm pretty sure it was Lucy. Yeah. If you go to that council meeting, you're going to record it.
That's a good question.
I wouldn't be surprised there'll be other people that are doing it.
Sign him up this morning. What's the auditor's name again?
Carolina in Fort Worth, I believe.
Does anyone know her real name? We can Google the news in Fort Worth. Fort Worth. That's in the Metroplex where my fellows are. There's 8 million people in the Metroplex. Holy shit! They surprised me when they told me that. I'm on a team where half the team is from the Dallas area, and I found out the other day that Dallas/Fort Worth is in an area called the Metroplex, and they're even more densely populated than we are here. Fort Worth.
Yeah, that stop resisting shit, that's just for the body cam. You know she wasn't actively fighting him. They just do that so it'll be on camera so he can say,
Yeah.
yes, this 100-pound, 55-year-old woman was threatening my life. I had to do that.
News tab.
Carolina Rodriguez, Stephanie says.
This happened just this. Oh, Carolina's okay.
Yeah, it's this morning.
So she Mexican lady.
It's a Sunday, so Rodriguez. Okay.
That's true. That's true, Lucy. Well,
I'm not finding anything. If anybody sees any actual news on it, let us know.
If
that's scary. I'm getting a bunch of obituaries, but they're from back in March, so that's a different Carolina Rodriguez.
If you're worried about being connected to the video, Lucy, I don't know if we can figure out if you can stream it to my channel. That showed, or if you send it to me afterwards, I can put it up.
Someone wants to send a link and they can't?
No, the council meeting. If she goes to the council meeting, she's
Gotcha.
she's afraid of doing anything too public because she could lose her job.
Oh, gotcha. Fair enough. Yeah. But it's a pretty big city. I think they would have their Fort Worth City Council. Okay, let me see. They probably actually stream it themselves.
Yeah, but you know what? I've noticed a lot of those closed circuit things or whatever you call them.
Yeah.
The camera is pointed like at the council, and you don't get to see the people that are talking. So it's nice when you have people in the audience filming what's going on. There's war in Gaza. How could we function? I'm not quite sure.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm just not quite sure what Stupid's point is.
Stupid. There is a war in Gaza. How could we function as a society? What? I would, no pun intended, but I would say that's kind of a stupid comment. All right, let me look for Fort Worth.
You know what, Lucy, if nothing else, after the meeting, maybe you can join us here and tell us what you heard.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know if these things are live or not, but if I present screen.
Stupid's just being stupid.
Yeah.
This is the May 14th City Council. Oh, I got to put it up on stage, don't I? I'm very inconsistent about whether it automatically goes on stage or not. I see that, well, first of all, was this live streamed or was it? But you can see some of the audience, not all of them. I guess this is the council up here, right?
Yeah, I just don't yeah, at least they are showing the people coming up. I just don't totally trust the government cameras. Welcome back, Joey.
I go to City of Fort Worth. Live. Oh, okay. So those are recorded. So they'll control it. Oh, wait, celebrating. Okay, some of it's live streamed. Okay, if it's live stream, yeah. Okay, it was live streamed. So they'll have to move fast if they want to cover something up. When did you say it was?
Did he say Tuesday? The 25th, I think is what he said. Yeah, Tuesday. It should say on there when their next one is.
Oh,
And I'm throwing some links out there, folks, for people who are trying to get their subscriptions up so they can go live if necessary.
hey, Joey's got a new daily avatar. Hey. Oh, yes, we know that. Clean shaven, handsome young Marine. Speaking of Marines, no, too soon for that. And off topic from what we're talking about right now. From the halls of Montezuma. Shit. Damn coffee.
Okay.
Mhm. They are live streamed. Yay. Yeah, they're now I can't speak for Mr. Kruger, but these bigger cities, metroplexes, areas, it seems like they're a little bit more open transparency. Like compare Fairfax County to Meade County. Whoa.
Yeah. Did I mention it's Fort Worth is in Texas?
Yes, I'm aware that Fort Worth is in Texas. It's in an area called the Metroplex.
Yeah, but Texas, if you take San Antonio out of Texas, then the whole rest of the state is Meade County.
Okay. Meade. Well, I don't know what the counties are, but there's Houston, there's Dallas, Fort Worth. Yeah, there's a lot of Meade County-like places all over the country. Thank God I don't live in one.
Anyway,
All right.
folks,
I'm sorry.
I said anyway. Like I said, the link is pinned. Also, if anybody else wants their channel publicized, just say something in chat and we'll try to link you. Yeah, we actually just watched that video.
Oh, all right. It's a different one. All right. Huh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I can take that down now. Rewatched it live. Yeah. Because it has to be done. What led us to that title? Are we
That's just what I put up when I was coming in, knew nothing that was going on. I went live because it had to be done.
It had to be done. Okay. Joey went on panel somewhere?
Yes, here.
Oh, here. Oh.
Yeah, he came out. He came out.
No, I saw.
Ariel had to kick him out.
Oh, okay.
No, he left. I didn't kick him out.
I'm hearing you kicked him out. I don't know.
You said you saw something.
There, I don't know if it's a comedy or what, but there's a song on Tyrants Beware indicating, let's say 23rd, indicating that yesterday there was some sort of debate between Kaiser and somebody else. Was there a live stream debate with Kaiser?
No, I wouldn't know anything about it.
It might have been comedy. I don't know. It was one of those AI songs. And oh, okay. Oh, maybe Stephanie's talking about it too. Did you see TV last night?
Kaiser and Ron Klotzer. I have no idea who Ron Klotzer is.
Ron Klotzer was formerly in the Kaiser community, but recently he's been hanging out with the F3 folks in their chat, apparently having disavowed Mr. Burglar Murgler. Oh yeah, Lucy also says that former. Yeah. So maybe it was real. Maybe not just comedy. I once guested Chief Tuttle, but that was comedy. Where he never got back to me. Did he ever find Mr. X? I don't know.
He seems to be busy shooting up parked cars. Or was that JJ? I can't keep all those clowns separate.
Yeah, they are very similar, but yeah, that was JJ.
Oh,
I was watching Jeff the other night. I forget which night. All of a sudden, a stop sign of bullet holes pops up. Says, "Welcome to Meade County." All right.
so what are you saying, Muckster? All white people look the same?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I kind of think so. Yeah.
The clown makeup throws me off.
White guy Fraud Wrangler looks just like white guy Stone Vet, who looks just like white guy Old Sarge Finkel, who looks just like. Oh, speaking of Old Sarge Finkel, I think we're getting close to Vegas Vip's face.
No?
Yeah.
How many cameras have been broken so far?
That's a good question. Vegas Vips has been doing a lot of lives, riding on buses, walking around Vegas after dark, casinos, whorehouses, all that stuff. He doesn't seem to be aware of
Windows?
reflective surfaces. Oh, yeah. I want to do a joke thing where he's pressed his face up against the window, but no, reflective surfaces where, as you're pointing the phone out, it hits a reflective surface, and you can see the face coming back in. However, it's blurry, so I'm having some graphic folks take a look at it, and we're gonna see if we can zoom in on that reflection of his face and identify this guy.
By the way, if I missed anybody coming in, hello. Thanks for being here.
All right. Ding dong.
And the
Anyway, correct Kelly. What is Kelly correct about? I think they're going to get some secret info. Problem is there isn't any. Oh, okay. Has anyone tried the French Toast Crunch cereal? I have not tried French Toast Crunch cereal.
It's good. It's an old cereal, but
Yeah.
tastes good.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, Lucy, question. I have met the requirements of 50 subs to go live, but when I try, it won't let me. Am I missing something? Are you just clicking on the go live button on YouTube, or are you using something like StreamYard or one of the other applications out there? Because I never figured out how to just click on the go live and actually go live. I have to use StreamYard because I'm not very bright.
yeah, StreamYard doesn't have a mobile app yet for going live, just for viewing.
Yeah, when I'm in YouTube and
She's going on YouTube.
Yeah, if I click on that camera, one of the options is go live. I've never been able to figure that out, and I'd like to figure it out because I don't want to keep spending money every year to have a 4-panel seat. I want a cheaper way out, man.
I've never tried. I was thinking I'd gone live before, but then I realized that was before I started YouTube, and then I'd gone live on Facebook.
But you can get a StreamYard account, even is very cheap or free. You won't have admins and all that, but you can, using StreamYard, point to your YouTube channel, authenticate, blah blah blah, and go live that way. In fact,
Yeah,
you
but not mobile. That's only.
Oh, not mobile. Oh, she's using. Yeah. There's various prices for StreamYard, from sample to too friggin' expensive, and you have to invite 3 strangers onto co-hosts, so you make it worth it. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? Shall we pull up the StreamYard? Me. You. All right. My accounts. Where are these StreamYard accounts? Referrals, account settings, contact help center, news. I never read any of that stuff. Where do you get the billing? Is it billing? Billing? Nope. Ooh!
Oh, StreamYard. I always just Google it because I can never figure out how to find it from StreamYard.
I was feeling foolish when I bought this. I got 4 of 4 seats. I have 50 hours of storage, and it cost me $468 a year. I have to think real hard before we know it. When is it up? When is it expires?
We got time. November, I
I
think.
don't remember. When did we start doing this stuff?
Told me, Muckster. You said the other day it was.
I joined you around February. I don't know how
That sounds about
much before that you started.
Well, my suggestion is that you donate to me and Muckster.
Yeah, I'll let you guys do it.
The $468, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll pay for the StreamYard, and then you just write that off on your taxes as a donation.
I've had the pop-ups before. It shows the various plans. I guess they figure since they've already milked me for $400, I'm not going to upgrade anymore.
Bastards.
But I believe is it free or is it free limited time? You can get different streams. I guess if you don't have an account.
Yeah, you won't have as many people on it and all that. Less control.
I think you're limited on how much you can upload a day and stuff too.
Yep.
I was just reading it not long ago. The free one's pretty limited, but
yeah, you can't use the banners and all that. It's completely different.
You can also pay for the monthly version of the same thing if you're not sure you want to invest in a whole year. I'm stupid, so I invest in the whole year. But you don't have to have 50 hours of storage. You don't have to have 3 additional owners. You don't have to have. You just want to pop up and put your pretty face on the YouTube live and interactive chat. I think you can use free. And there's other applications out there too. StreamYard's not the only one.
Yeah, there's other ones. Something cast or.
Oh, that's what I was going to check into. Somebody recommended something called OBS the other day. They said it's harder to learn, but it's free, and there's more stuff you can do with it. So I was going to check that out. I wasn't in a big hurry because I knew time was left. But the thing I worry about is it going to be free until they get enough people, and they go, oh, we're going to start charging this much. I just figured out how to go live on my phone. So.
Oh, we can increase plan by adding storage hours. You can do for $449 more a month, 100 hours. For $849 a month, you can do 200 hours. And for $7 a month, you can do 400. Why just delete it every couple of days?
Yeah, I was going to say I'm not sure that's worth paying for.
I don't.
You can everything live goes up on YouTube anyhow, and if there's something else you want to save, you just download it to your hard drive. If it's something really important, but no. Anyway, people, if you're bored with us, the link is pinned.
Oh, you want to come up and participate? And yeah. Yeah, but as far as just clicking on the live button on YouTube, I've never figured that one out.
I thought you'd have to do it through Studio, but I did it just, well, let me see if I can go through it again.
Yeah.
I click on the YouTube app, and was it the plus button down at the bottom? Yes, it is. There's a little plus button down at the bottom of my phone. Now it's when I did it just now, it came up real quick. Now it's sitting there spinning. But anyhow, the thing came up and said Muckster is live, but you actually still have to hit a couple more buttons till it's really going out there. But yeah, you just go to the YouTube app and hit the plus button at the bottom, and it takes you there.
From a phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What Studio? Oh, Studio is it's within YouTube. I don't know how to get to it if you post a video or two, when you go to the editing of that video in YouTube, you'll get into your Studio.
Yeah, it's like it's the information side.
Should I share? I should share. Sharing is caring.
My problem with a lot of times telling people how to set things up and stuff is if they're on the phone. I do everything with my computer, and it's a lot different.
Yeah, she's speaking about clicking here instead of upload video, go live. I've never figured that out. But if you have videos, actually, no, is there a quick link to the Studio? I don't know. For me to get to the Studio, I'm probably doing it the hard way. I go to my videos, and of course my computer is always slow when I'm sharing. And now I'm actually in Studio because I'm looking at my videos, and I can do some editing, not much. That is a handsome face right there.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Thank you. But Kelly, I disagree with you. When I did it just now, I didn't go through Studio. I just went through YouTube. When I brought up Studio first, there was nothing there for going live. If you're going live from phone, at least on my iPhone, you do it through the YouTube app. And if you want YouTube Studio on your phone, the easiest way is to just go to your app store and type in YouTube Studio, and it's a free download.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's a separate app.
You can just hit that plus sign once you're on your phone, like you said.
Yeah.
And then hit the live. And for me, it says I need the 50 subscribers. But then you can just go straight into live.
Yeah, that's what I just did. You hit the plus sign and it says you're live, but you're not really, because you still have to hit like a button down at the bottom that says next.
Right. Yeah, it won't do it for me because I don't have 50 subscribers, but.
Yeah, and I've never done any YouTube thing on my computer, Kelly. I always go through StreamYard.
Hey Siri, what is the temperature?
It's about 94 degrees outside.
Yeah,
hey, Siri, fuck off.
I won't respond to that.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Hey Siri, what's the heat index today?
It currently feels like 82 degrees Fahrenheit.
Only 82 here.
Shit, I got 84 over here, so mine is higher than.
On a PC, if you have an F on the top right corner, click on that and drop down menu. You'll see a link for your YouTube Studio. Oh, thank you. So I don't have to go to my videos first.
Feels like 88.
Oh, yes. Okay, there's YouTube Studio. Okay. Thank you, Kelly. Now, again, I don't know from phones. I've lost 94 subscribers in the last 28 days. You traders, what is generally specific called? What's the word? I can't think of it.
I blame Killen. He keeps offending people.
Yeah, he's been offending a lot of people in the last few days. Yeah.
He'll do that. You watch that guy.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oddly enough, I picked up 74 viewers.
Oh, okay. So you got some of mine. All right.
Oh, actually, I just looked. It does say I got 21 in the last 28 days. One of these days, I may break 300.
Woo-hoo.
Killing Time's alive right now. I didn't know he was doing his own shows.
Yeah,
He does that.
he got pissed off at us.
That's us. Silly Finkel. All right. Did you see my community post this morning?
No.
No.
I was just telling somebody else earlier, I never think to look around for a community post. I don't get notifications, so was it interesting?
I found it interesting.
I mean,
See,
I'm guessing not.
I went on base and I used the men's room, the latrine, or the head, depending what branch. And they have this sign above the urinals. Soldiers with shorter muskets, please stand closer to the firing line. All Navy personnel must sit and pee. And attention Marines. Those are not breath mints. Actually, hello. Stop sharing. All right. I was not on base post concern today. That's someone sent me a picture of that. Cute.
By the way, MSG passed through briefly this morning.
Yep.
He didn't call me?
He said he wanted to leave before you got here.
And you didn't call me silently? Not to warn him that I'm coming? There it is. All right.
So, yeah, see, Kelly's with me. They forget to check community post too.
Oh.
People keep saying, "Did you see what I put on my community post?" It's like, no. I can't sit here daily and go through 300 subscribers to see if they put something on community. I wish that would come up as a notification so you could look and see, oh, a community post. Oh, nerdy. No, I don't think so. She's just going to be bragging about the weather again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Pat goes to the hospital 2 nights ago thinking he might have kidney stones. They keep him overnight for observations, and then all day yesterday they're talking about releasing him and setting up with appointments outside the hospital. And as the emergency room doctor is getting ready to rotate out, he signs an order for Pat to stay in 1 more night and to treat him with drug overdose medicine. So Pat left AMA, and I'm waiting for him to wake up so we can go get his truck. Think about it. He's already been in the hospital for 24 hours, and the doctor just wants to rotate out. And he wants to treat him for drug overdose. I can't remember the name of the medicine. Basically, what the fuck? Pat doesn't do drugs. He drinks a lot of beer, but he doesn't do drugs. And
Tab, we've already seen the video and we saw the lawyer's video.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I came in during that. Matter of fact, how you doing, Tav? I never remember to check community. Yeah, I always forget to. I'm weak on community posts.
Yeah.
It's all about me. When I post community posts, everyone should notice. Notice me. Notice me. Notice me. It's all about me.
Like I said, they're kind of useless without a notification thing.
But you should know, as my fans, to constantly look at that tab on my YouTube page because it's all about me.
To be fair, I also forget that I even have it, and
Yeah,
I know
okay.
I know I put stuff there periodically when I go, oh, that's right, there's a community thing here. But
Yeah.
hello, Mark.
Pollard. Any relatives, former Navy officers, Mark? Okay. 13 in the audience. Anyone want to come up? I'm thinking about heading out. It's been 6 months since a shower. I think it's time for me to take a shower and do some other things. And 12. Uh-oh. We scared somebody away. Who'd you scare away, Muckster? Who'd you kick out? Close friends. Oh, okay. The reason I asked is I served under a Captain Pollard a billion years ago on an Adams class destroyer. I know. It's like, hey, your name's Jones. Do you know any Joneses? Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't see that name often. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. You guys been on for almost 3 hours. You gonna keep going, or do you want me to click end stream, or what you
We'll
want me
go
to
for a
do?
little while, but I don't think I'm going to be here all day again.
Why not? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I
I'm
like
kidding.
I like to give people the impression that I have a life once in a while. So
Oh,
I
right.
just like I go off and sit alone and cry for a couple hours, and I come back and they go, "Oh, he must have been busy."
Okay. I don't expect people to have life. I don't have a life, but I do have other responsibilities. But yeah, no life, no life. All right, I'm going to click leave studio then. You guys have a great day, and including you, Mark Pollard and Stephanie Jenks and the Angry Vet and Kadov Hubbard and Kelly W. and Nerdy Nerdleson. Stephanie Jenks, already said that name. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And see, I do a reverse roll call. See ya.
Okay, now we can get back to business. Does anybody else have anything to talk about? Yeah. Waking up is overrated.